Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Not sure if anyone is in there. Good morning. I am trying to do breakfast this morning. I'm making some Escovitch fish and some bami. I'm gonna do some smoothie with fruits, with pears. Actually, I'm gonna finish up those pears. And this is what I'm making this morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning. I'm not sure if anyone is in there, but good morning, good morning, good morning. And you wonder, like, why is she putting milk on that? I want it to soak till I'm ready to fry them. I'm going to dry them and then fry them. Anyone is wondering what I'm doing here? So you're going to see this big bowl of milk. I'm going to try to bring it. It's going to soak some of it up. I put like a half a cup of water. And I have that sitting over there for a little bit, maybe around an hour or so by the time I'm ready. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm trying to get breakfast ready before 7 o'clock. I'm stretching it a little bit. I have to make a little bit of pickle. And I have some snapper here fillet that I'm going to be making today. I'm going to make it with some Jamaican style pickle, but it's a little bit different. I have my vegetables here that I'm using, and I do have a few more things I might add to it, like sweet bell peppers. So I got to take those out, and I'm going to make it with some bami. So this is the fillet I'm using today. It's just easier than to use the whole entire fish. It's breakfast. So I am going to add a few pieces of bell pepper to it. And I'm going to go ahead and start peeling them, because that's the only way to get started. So I have a pan here where it's my trash pan. Don't pay me no mind. Good morning, guys. It's just easier, and I should get a little container here. I started out late because I wasn't feeling 100. It's a little bit chilly down here this morning in Florida. It's been chilly every morning, but what happened is the temperature go up, so we're not doing too bad. By 10 o'clock in the morning, usually by 67, 70, somewhere around there. I don't think I'm going to use all 3 carrots, but I just make sure I have enough. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're at. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single last one of you guys that come on here. And I'm gonna snip this off. I was gonna get fancy, but I have no time for fanciness this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in some water, let them soak. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So I'm gonna do all the vegetables. I don't think I need all the carrots. And I have some we call it chocho. You guys call it choet. It's a form of squash. I have jalapeno peppers. I pick 3 of the scotch bonnet peppers from the backyard. If you guys can see my hand, I apologize if you can't. And then I ran to Save-A-Lot because the only place I could have found it last night was, and they're not the best, but they could help. A little bit of color because mine didn't get ripe. Every ripe one I use them. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm trying my best to get ahead of myself. I don't want to start the fish yet because it's the easiest, to be honest, and the bami. And anyone wonder what I'm talking about? I have a bowl of it sitting right here that I'm going to drain off, and I'm going to put them to dry in a few so I can fry them. I'm going to cut them in like quarters and serve that with the Escovitch fish. I should have put it in the description, but for some reason I forgot this morning. I apologize. Tired, that's all. I like this little thing. It helps. I don't think it could do the chocho. I never tried the chocho with it. And I'm gonna clean them. I do have an onion here. And with the onion, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go straight around. I might need another one. I do have a jar for this. Good morning, you guys. Sorry with the noise. I'm trying to get them carrots from not turning brown by turning the water on. And it's just my trash pan right here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm making, I need another onion, it looks like. This one don't look so great. I do not want anything. Oh, it's a twin. It's a double. So I guess I need another onion anyways. See that? It's a double onion, you guys. It kind of looked like a breast, doesn't it? But I gotta get another one. So I have my onion there. I have my bell peppers. Anyone is wondering, I'm gonna do some fruits. I'm trying to get myself back into the routine for winter, because even though we don't get much of a winter, it does get a little nippy down here. So I do run for comfort food even in the morning. Oh, I need another onion. And I think I broke this jar last night when I tried to put everything in it. I tried a food chopper head. Not too much, just enough to have, but I do buy a lot of produce and fruits, so that tends to take up the refrigerator regardless. I don't buy a lot of juice. I am addicted to raspberry lemonade, that I could tell you, and strawberry lemonade. So those I will buy. I keep them in the freezer. That's one of my little dirty habits. Another bad onion. So I peel away wherever I feel like I do not want in it. Because this is something that you could keep for months after you make it. It's with vinegar, pimento, dried pimento. And good morning. Double tap that screen, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. I do appreciate every single last one of you guys for tuning in. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Let me see if I could turn this around so maybe I can see a few of you guys what she's saying. So this is my second onion. Look what I'm gonna do. So I have those floating over there, and I have my bami floating in milk and water. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do have another carrot here. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work out for me. Yep, it's just as good as the other ones. I have a refrigerator, sometimes it malfunctions where it freezes everything and then it makes the vegetables like almost looking spoiled. You could cook it, but if what I'm trying to do here, if it's frozen, it's defeat the purpose. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you for showing up. Anyone wonder what I'm making this morning? Some Escovitch fish. I have some filet right here. Snapper, red snapper. It's a little bit pricey getting the fillets, but it works. And this is the chocho. Let me see if I can peel it with this thing. I guess I can. It's a little bit more rounded, but it can. It works. Okay. I've always used knife on most of my vegetables. It's a little slimy, so I got to be careful with the fingernails. It has a slippery texture to it. Oops. I'm just going to cut these up. Oh, I got to get my jar. And put them in a jar. I'm going to start my kettle and warm it. And I'm going to just steep them in the pot because I do not want to put it in the jar right away because I'm going to use some of it for my fish. I guess I'll do it this way. Might be better. And I find that when I do it this way, I tend to have a more cleaner space. And this kitchen is not as big as my other kitchen, so I guess I'll have to work with this one, no matter what. All right. Let's clean it up, though. It has a, it peels it, but I do not want all this green on it, if you get what I'm saying. So this is how I want it. I don't want none of the skin at all to be on it. It does peel it. If I'm making soup, it's fine. Good morning. But for what I'm making, it's not. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. And you do have to split it because it have like a seed looking like an egg when you cut it. You see how it looks? So what I do with this is, I got all kind of stuff on here. I gotta clean up after. I do this, you guys. I go in and I cut it out. It's like an egg. You just go in and snap it out. And a lot of people already know how to do this, but I clean mine up really well. I get all the edges out because it's kind of hard trying to chew into it. And I'm going to add it over here to my bowl of veggies to make for my Escovitch sauce. I am going to make it with red snapper filet. Why I buy the filet? It's easier. It's in the morning's breakfast. Nobody's going to eat the head of the fish, so I just buy the filet. You get more for your money, and you get bigger pieces, less bones. I have children, so sometimes I do that because it makes my life much, much easier. So like I said, this is what I'm starting out with: carrots, chocha, and I have my onions. I'm going to add a couple pieces of bell pepper, not too much of it, just a couple pieces. I do have a jalapeno pepper here. And I have a handful of Scotch bonnet pepper and regular habanero pepper. So these are Scotch bonnet, the green ones. They're fresh. They're not from here. They're originally, the seeds are from Jamaica. So this is what I'm looking like so far. Good morning, guys. I should have a glove on because what's going to happen is my fingers are going to be in fire, but I don't have time for that right now. My hand is already wet. Sorry, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at, wherever you're from. Daniel Holmes. Yes, fish. I'm making snapper. Good morning, Daniel Holmes. Good morning. I didn't see you there. I apologize. I didn't even know you was on there. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Daniel Holmes, good morning. Yes, it is red snapper fish. I'm making Escovitch fish. I done clean up most of my vegetables that need to be cleaned, at least what I'm using. I'm going to keep my trash container right here. And it makes life so much easier, to be honest with you. So what I am going to do is, after I clean that up, I'm going to rinse my fish, let them get dry, so I'm ahead of myself. So this is what my fish is looking like, you guys. My fillets. And this is what I'm using this morning. Over here, a lot of you guys don't know, if you're not a fan of bread in the morning, or if I was trying to get green plantains. For some strange reason, we can't find any down here in the stores. Walmart usually have abundance. Aldi, Save a Lot. I went to every last one of them. I didn't see any plantains last night. I wanted ripe plantains and green ones, but anyway, so this is the bami. What it's being soaked in is milk and water. All right, just milk and water. I have it soaked in, so if you guys could see, it's very dense, but you fry this bugger, is good, especially if you're a vegetarian. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna put a little bit more water on top of it. I usually go with water from the pipe, but I don't have a bottled water out. I gotta go get some from the garage. So anyways, that's why I'm starting that off. I really didn't want to make a mess with the fish, but I'm gonna open it and show you guys how fresh this fish is. It's not bad. It's not the freshest, but it's not supermarket. So I'm gonna take a piece out and I'm gonna rinse it with a little bit of lime juice, because all I have is lime, and I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here. I apologize with the noise, but I'm washing the fish, so I'm gonna use that right there. And good morning, guys. Good morning. So this is what my fish is looking like. I have my papers kind of set up differently. So it looks like this. The nice slices, when you get the big ones, they do have smaller ones. And the price do change on the size of the fillets, but honestly, it's worth it. And look at this. Not bad, right? So I'm going to turn it upside down so it could drain. I have another big piece over there. And why I'm doing this ahead, so once I start making my sauce, my fish will be nice and dry and ready to fry. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut them in 3 pieces, small pieces. And I'm rinsing it with lime juice. Sorry, I keep on saying lemon, but it's lime juice. And this is going to be served with the bami for breakfast, you guys. And I'm going to do that in a minute. So since I have my bami over here, I'm going to lay my fish. And once I think it's dry enough, I'm going to season them. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of dill. I like dill on mine. It's not for everyone. And I'm going to put that over there. So let me wash my hand with some soap because it smells like fish right now. And I'm going to get the vegetables ready. I do add pimento to this. I'm going to jar the rest of it after I'm finished. I have a little pot over there that I'm going to use. So for now, everyone do theirs differently. You can get fancy as you want with this, as fancy as you want with it. I'm going to do my bell peppers since they're easy access to me. I need to get a better knife because I don't think that knife is going to work, but I'm going to try anyways. I'm going to tell you something. I have so many fancy knives I bought, right? But I have this old raggedy knife. It's heaviest ever, and it works fine. It's one of the cheapest knife I ever bought. And I'm telling you, I went and bought a bunch. Every time I change knives, even took them to Jamaica. These buggers, they flimsy, they thin. I bought the colored ones. They work all right. But this is like a sword. It works fine. I use it, and I use my chopper. I don't know if my chopper is working, but this works at times because it's a big piece, and I'm trying to get it like perfect. I do not dump anything when I cut off. I keep them for other things. So I have a little container here. So I put all my excess on. And I'm trying to get these like perfectly round. I know I'm not going to be from the butt, so I'm taking my time. I'm not really trying to waste my food. I need like 3 pieces each. And it's just to make the jar look pretty, because the truth is I'm going to use mainly onions, peppers, chocho, but it's a form of squash. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces of this to put in a jar. So that's what I'm going to put for that one right there. And I'm going to save, I'm going to use a smaller pepper. I'm not going to use that big bell red one. I'm going to change it. I do have some in here, but I've done chopped them up already. and I freeze them. And I'll have until 7 o'clock to make this, so I'm doing my best to get it done on time before the husband comes home. I try to make him something to eat for breakfast. On the weekend especially, something he likes. I'm home not sleeping anyway, so I don't see nothing wrong with it. This one is cute. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I can maybe get 5 pieces out of this because it's way smaller. One more. Anyways, here we go. So I got that started. I'm going to put these in a Ziploc and put them away in a minute. But for now, I'm going to put them over here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, it's not such a thing as too much carrots. I didn't see that down there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I remember growing up, my grandmother used to do little fancy things with these. I know how to do it, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm so lazy, and then I can't see a thing. So she used to do a lot of little fancy creative things with the carrots to get it to look. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not up for all of that work, but I'm going to try to do one of them at least. And trust me, it's a lot of work, you see, just to put... I remember older people used to do this so well without a problem. And not feeling some type of way. And you, as a kid, you just think cooking is cooking, not knowing that cooking is a form of art, and you have to have patience, especially when you're cooking for fussy people. So, good morning, guys. Good morning. Honestly, sometimes I'm like lazy to do things. I will cook, don't get me wrong. But I'm lazy to do the little extras at times. I'll be trying to, you know, cut it out. I'm going to do one more in it. I'm going to show you something. But I'm not going to do all of them this way. I'm just showing you what my grandmother used to do to her carrots to get them looking pretty in the jar. Yes, I'm trying to remember where I cut it so I don't make a big mess. So she used to do this little pretty design. I'm off a bit, but whatever. And here we go. All right. So with that said, I'm going to show you guys something. By me doing that, which a lot of you guys probably already know. If you cut into carrot a certain way, it makes any form or shape you want. All right, here we go. So my grandmother used to do this to it, and this is what I'm going to show you guys. Good morning, guys. Good morning, if you're there. So you could go start off this way. I'm going to start this way and show you something. You know what? Since I'm doing that, I'm going to get very, very... See, it comes out like a little flower. Listen to me. These older people used to make everything looking so fancy and fine. Now with me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make pickle, and I would just cut a carrot, cut the things up, and that's it, throw it in a jar. Not my grandmother. So this is how they look. And, you know, it's not for everybody what I'm doing here. But guess what? I'm going to put them over here in the water so they don't turn brown. I'm throwing things away. This is what my problem is. I got to keep these for last because these will burn your eyes, your hands. You know what I mean? Every part of you. So I'm going to do them for last. I'm going to try not to get too much on my hand if I could hold it. And I have to hold this in a certain angle. So I got all of this done with that one. And like I said, I'm not doing fanciness with the other ones. I'm just going to go in and just cut them. I apologize with how heavy this thing is, but it pushed through the carrot easier than the regular knife. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And like Daniel said, you can never have too much carrot. And you know what? I think he's right about that. So I'm going to just keep on cutting. And I have, I think, one more here. since I got fancy with that one, I'm just gonna, might as well go ahead with this one as well, eh? At least the top of it. The top is thick, the other side is not. And I don't waste anything, guys. I do not waste anything. Everything like leftovers, I keep it in pieces. I don't throw it away. I have another container over here, which I keep all my scraps in. And what I do is I just put them into the a Ziploc bag. And they make your life so much easier. I'm trying to get some of the knives out of my way before I cut myself. You're like a little kid in the kitchen, you know, you have everything everywhere, don't know what to do with it. Then all of a sudden, there goes the boo-boo. That's me sometimes. So anyway, I'm trying to get it without screwing up the carrot. And honestly, I can't see a thing without my glasses, but I'm winging it, as they call it. Getting the top part of it, give it a little design. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm trying to make some breakfast here. Am I going to get it done in time? Let's see. Okay, I done made that cut, right? And look at that. I can't find the cut. Anybody can see the cut? Anyways, let me start this way. I think I just saw the cut. Yep. Just found it. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm gonna do this one a little bit rounded. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be making some red snapper. Anyone's wondering what I'm making? Some Escovitch fish here. Let me take these long pieces out. With snapper fillet to be exact. I got them over here. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're being dried. And I have some chorizo and onions. Now, with this said, I'm going to try to do my onions as best as possible without splitting them. So I have to go thicker, and wherever the imperfection is, I'm going to have to take it out. So, and these onions are not the best. I don't want to go too thin. I don't want to go too thick. That's crap. I need it almost perfectly round. That's crap. That's crap. I got to pick up off. So anyway, here we go. That goes in there. And it's so crisp, I can hear it. You hear that? And let's see if I can take it. Nope, that goes in there. So I got quite a few pieces out of that one. Now, here goes the trouble. This one is like a little flower. It's very pretty. Good morning, guys. Good morning. But for sure, it's firmer than that one. And that's for sure. That's exactly what I needed, that texture. The other one, as you put the knife in it, it starts cracking. I'm getting what I need though, so. Yep, I am. Now let's see how this one works out for me. I'm more like peace. Oh, it's just as fine. I just need them to be round, not split in too much. Well, I'll split that one. I think it's the chopper, but it put the pressure that I need on the vegetables. I think I could get one more out of it. Yep. And I'm saving my scraps over here, you guys. I don't waste anything. I save everything. Let me get a piece of paper towel and clean off some of this. think all my onions could probably fit beside these right here. So I have my peppers over here, and I'm gonna put my onions on one side. I already have my carrots, and I do have an jalapeno pepper, you guys. All right, let's see how this works out for me now. The jalapeno pepper, I do keep the seed in. I do not dump the seed, and that's where the danger comes in everything. All the seed, you see there, let me wipe this off so the knife won't slide too much. All the seeds is going to be in this. All the pepper seeds that you see. I'm wiping them off because it's the only thing I've been using them on is the vegetables. I done washed everything. So, but I have this going on here. So, for this is, everyone know, use a paring knife instead of that fat knife right there. It's too fat and it's going to cut my finger probably. So, I'm going to do similar to the carrots, what I did to this chocho. Anyone know the chocho? It's a choet. They call it at the supermarket. It's a little bit more soft, but for some reason, if you eat this, you might think it's a squash. This is a squash family. It's not for everyone. Some people do not like the texture, and I do. I eat it with a lot of stuff. With okra, if you're cooking and you want to make it with okra, you can. It's pretty good. If you like codfish or any form of fish that you're making. All right, so this is how I did it. And like I said, everything is just for show. It's not really like it's gonna matter because we all just gonna eat what we want to eat, right? So it looks like this when I'm done. So with this said, I'm gonna put it in the water with the carrots. I gotta take these big chunks of carrots out that I'm not using. And all of this that I'm doing came from my grandmother. This is the way she used to do it. With the design. And I'm telling you, her name was Louise. And they call her Suru. I don't know why they call her Suru, but her name was Louise. And it's just for show. It ain't no big deal. It just looks cute in the bottle with the rest of the stuff when you do them like this. And this is the same thing you use into soup when you're making soup. So like I will go here again and I just get the paring knife. And why I say paring knife? Because it's smaller, you can handle it. These buggers, they would chop my fingers off. And as I get older and shakier, so does my fingers really show it more than anywhere else. Good thing I'm not really shaking as hard, but it's just that sometimes you can feel the nerves acting up. Especially when you're like tired or you just, should be resting, but it don't matter. I want to do something today. I've been trying to make sense each day, with my life, to do something that I really like instead of just shopping. You know what I mean? How much stuff can you buy each day from the store? Well, I ain't gonna ask no woman that because we all could figure something out to spend our money on in the store. But like clothes, how much clothes can you have? Especially when you have clothes in different countries sitting there and you can't wear them, Now, let me get some of this water off so it doesn't slide on me because it is slippery. So here we go again with this one. Let me get that off. Sorry, guys. And I think my internet is messing up. I'm hoping they're not trying to do no scheduled work this morning again. I apologize, you guys. Let me see if it's my alarm setting it off because sometimes that happens too. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good morning. I'm taking my time because this girl ain't trying to lose no finger. Not this morning. Not ever. That's my biggest fear, of losing a body part, you guys. I think if I have a choice between living and cutting a body part off, I probably just die before I do it, My body part, I love it. I love it. I love it. My fingers, especially my hands. I love my hands. My feet too, but when it comes down to my hands, all right. I am not cutting no seed out of this, so don't be like, oh, the seed. Ain't no seed coming out of it. I'm putting every bit of every seed because the whole thing is to get this sauce as spicy as possible. And I'm going to put it with these in here. So it's down to the peppers now. So over here, I apologize. I'm ahead of myself. I'm not talking. I could have made more space, but it's okay right at this point. I got my onions, my bell peppers, my carrots, and my choyas. Oh, shoot. Anyway, I got it in there, and I have that right there waiting for me. So with that said, I'm going to get down to these peppers. And honestly, I'm going to be a little bit more slower with the peppers because guess what? Peppers are hot, and I'm not trying to really get all the seeds on my finger. So I'm going to and this is what I'm using. I have 3 Scotch bonnet peppers that I picked from the backyard. We have 2 big overgrown trees back there. I don't know how they got so big, but they're giving us peppers, so that's all that matters, right? And I planted 5 more seedlings. They finally coming up now, seeds, and now I have like, they're around yay high. I have to move them. This is the jalapeno, but it's not what my problem is, really and truly, to be honest with you. My problem is the Scotch bonnet peppers, which you're gonna see right here. So, anyone is wondering, this where the trouble comes in for me. These peppers. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to turn this thing up. I might have it low. I apologize. Good morning. Anyone speaking to me, I apologize. Abdul Hassan, who are you even talking to? It doesn't matter. I could talk to whoever I want. And you're very rude. Good morning to you, though. I think sometimes you guys are just miserable, miserable, miserable people. And you seem to be one of them. Who are you, Abdul or Seen? You have a right to put up an evil face. Because so is your spirit. Mean and malicious. Get off my channel. Good morning, guys. Good morning. You're saying I'm not talking to anybody, but you're on there. So obviously you're watching. Ain't that so? Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Who want to be miserable, go right ahead and be miserable. But trust me, you're not going to change my day. So anyways, guys, here we go. These people come on here with this little, you know what? I'm going to not even want to acknowledge you. So I'm not even going to read your comments any further. Anyone has anything nasty to say? Good luck. Anyways, guys, so I have my Scotch bonnet pepper. They're so strong. So I'm going to keep on going. I do not like the way this one looks. So I'm going to kind of ditch that one. Let's see what the other one looks like. These are the ones I got from the store. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Luckily, I had my own peppers because these are not the best. And I can feel it even in the texture of the pepper. But at this point, it is what it is. I already paid for them. I'm going to use them. So good morning, guys. Good morning. And after I'm done with this pepper, I'm going to go ahead and start doing my fish. Alright. One side is the jalapeno pepper. And these are the habanero and Scotch bonnet pepper. Here we go. So, the That's done. And I have my fish here, and I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna get a plate for this. You know what? Nope. I know exactly what I'm gonna do to make my life easier, you guys. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, if anyone is there. Alright, so I have all of my stuff ready. I'm going to do the fish with it and the bami. But I do have to season my fish generously and let that sit for a minute. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my sauce. And I have my bami over here soaking. And anyone wonder what I'm talking about? It's right over there. I have 4 of them to be exact. I'm going to go ahead and pat dry these. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am gonna put you guys over here where my life starts. Good morning. Oh, I need light. I apologize. I'm gonna move this pot because I don't need it. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit over here with all these pots because I washed last night. More like I rushed to get some sleep last night. My son had more like, and he's in middle school, but he was playing with the high school band at a football game. I'm sorry, I'm losing train of thought what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna go ahead and season my fish. I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna wipe up some of my water and mess from last night. I apologize. Should have did this before I got on, but listen, I was so tired last night. Couldn't get a chance to do anything. The kids were out here making stuff after they got in. Even though they had Wendy's on the way in, everybody was eating junk. I'm trying to get all the splash. I don't know what they was cooking last night. So I have my fish here, which is what I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to give you guys some light. So this is what I'm going to be making. And I'm going to back you up, and I apologize because I have you way up in there. Am I doing it correctly here? Trying not to get you guys out of focus. Can you see? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start to season my fish. And I have my little pot over here, which I'm going to start for my pickle. So Let me rinse this out again to be on the safe side that nothing's in it, because it's very simple. It's nothing fancy. It's just the fact that everyone does it different. Then good morning, you guys. I have my pot warming up for my fish, and I'm going to cut them in 3 pieces. I do not want to do one whole piece and then I'm trying to move it and then it destroys. I'm going to go and just go ahead and slice them before I even season them, so I don't take the seasoning back off of the fish. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I'm making snapper fish. Anyone is wondering what kind of fish I'm making this morning? It's snapper. I'm going to go with my salt. A little bit extra regular iodized salt. A lot of black pepper. On this side, I have another thing going on, which I'm a little bit ahead of myself. I'm going to start making my bami. Now with the bami, it takes a little bit more work than normal because it's in cold milk. I have to do it on low heat. I cannot do it on high heat. I would love to, but trying to not make too much of a mess. I'll turn that down. And that also I have to drain. So I'm getting 1 or 2 of them off to get drained. Good morning, good morning. And I'm gonna split those. And I am going to use a little bit of olive oil for that one. And this is snapper that I'm making, you guys. Red snapper. Thick fillet, actually. Very good. Very thick fillets. Good morning. I have to run out of the kitchen. Excuse me, guys. And that's from the seasoning. So good morning, good morning, good morning. And you know what? I was going to use olive oil, but it's going to burn it. So I'm going to take my time. I need some canola oil. And I save, because I'm going to have to use a lot of olive oil to get it. So let that oil get hot. And yes, I'm using a lot of oil because I'm making Escovitch fish. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I need my pot to get really, really hot. And then I'm going to make the sauce over there after. Good morning, good morning. Anyone is on there? Thank you guys for showing up. My 3 people that's in there, thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting. All right, so my head, the peppers get to be. And on the bami, what I am going to do is just a little bit of butter. I do have a little bit of oil in there, and the reason why I like mine crisp, everyone likes theirs different. And what I'm making is not for everybody, so I understand that. But it's okay for me and my family. So I kind of like go ahead and press the butter into the bami on both sides. And I'm going to cut this I think my oil is ready for my fish. And I know you guys wondering, like, what is she talking about? She pressing butter into the bami. Like that on both sides. And this is going to give it a nice crisp to it. Anyone knows how to fry certain foods, they understand what I'm saying here. Good morning, good morning. I'm adding more black pepper to this fish, and I think it's about ready. Now, with that said, I have a little jar here, which I need pimento. I do add a couple to my pot, and it's just pimento. I have a little jar where I keep some of them in, and you can see those pimento bubbling. Some reason I mess with this thing and it feels like I have everything off a bit. But I'm going to leave it this way because I'm not sure. I think you guys can see, right? So I dropped some pimento in there. I'm going to need it for the pickle over there. And I'm praying my fish is dry enough. I'm going to put it on the skin side down so it could keep it together. I'm not going to put a lot at once in there. And why? I do not want the oil to cool down, more like it. Good morning, guys. And that's why I'm doing 2 at a time. I want my oil to stay consistent and hot. I apologize with the noise. It's food. I can't stop the noise unless I meet you guys, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not sure how loud it is. My hand is a mess here. So I already put my a little bit of oil in there, and this is my bami. And I'm gonna turn that down as well. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And this pot is good on frying fish, meat, anything. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It smells really good, you guys. It really smells good. But like I said, it's not for everyone. I'm looking for my thumb. Flip it in a minute. It only needs to fry for a little bit to get it crisp enough. It's not crisp enough on the flesh for me. So I have my bammies over here frying as well. I buttered both sides, and then I just put it in the pot. So anyone wondering what I'm doing over here, this is the bami that you're looking at. This is what it looks like right there. And it's over there. So I'm going to put you guys in the cut of what's going on. I have a lot of situations going on here. So I have the fish, I have the bami, and I'm going to make a sauce in a minute. I'm going to butter that side. And where is my pepper? Oh, put the wrong place. So good morning, you guys. And I think my fish is ready to flip now. So, and this is snapper, you guys. Red snapper fillet. And why am I using red snapper fillet? Less bones. It's breakfast. And for breakfast, who wants to be there trying to figure out how to get the bones out early in the morning? Especially the kids, they don't. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the pickle for the fish. And I'm going to let you guys see. It don't take long what I'm doing here. I'm closing all these doors so the food don't smell like fish. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yep, it's about right. I want that crisp on the back of it. I'm not going to take it off. Now with the bami, everyone likes their bami different. Like some, you just wanted to get it golden and make sure that it's cooked. And I don't put a lot of oil because the bami will suck all the oil up. So I put butter. And I'm going to let that sit right there. It's almost like toasting it in a sense. And I'm going to get my Old Faithful here and put it I'm trying to look for my thicker paper towel, but it's okay. I'm going to use this one I got right here. And put my fish. I don't want to break it. And this is what the fish is looking like. And anyone wonder what kind of fish it is? It's red snapper. And I want all the grease to come out of it, so I put it here. And then I have a couple more pieces. And I'm going to lay it down. It's red snapper, you guys. I'm trying my best to keep my oil nice and hot by just putting a couple pieces at a time, because if you put too much, what's going to happen is the oil is going to cool down, and this is what it's looking like. And once it cools down, the fish will just start pretty much boiling instead of frying. And I do not have it on extra high heat either. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I have some bami over here, which is fried as well, but you're on a lower heat. I have a pot that I need. And I'm trying to show you guys my pickle that I'm making. for the fish in a minute. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me try to get some of that oil off the stove. I'm going to move this because I don't need it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I didn't get a comment. I'm coming over here. Daniel Holmes, snapper, looks delicious. It smells good so far. We'll know a little bit later, Daniel. Thank you for tuning in, Daniel Holmes. Hugo, Kudo. I don't know what that means, but thank you for tuning in, Daniel Holmes. I'm here trying to make a little bit of breakfast early in the morning. I know it's probably night for some of you guys. You might think I'm cooking dinner. I'm not. I'm making some breakfast. I'm making I wouldn't say traditional, but I guess it is in some ways. Style breakfast, Jamaican breakfast, Caribbean. I don't know no Caribbean country that don't have some form of pickled fish or of a sort. Even in America, I went to fish fry where they have their own pickles, which is delicious, or was delicious. So everybody's food, you know, to each his own. Everyone likes what they like. But when it comes down to snapper, I think everybody loves snapper, including myself. See how puffy that got? So this is a snapper, you guys. Good morning, you guys. And I have my Bammy over there, which some people know it already, some people don't. My Bammy is this, and what's on there is butter, a little bit of oil, just to get it to trying to get all that grease up, you guys, from the fish that's popping. You might can't see it, but it is popping. And I have it in here getting nice and crispy, or more like toasty. Some people like theirs just warm and, you know, just freshly baked. Well, I can't get it freshly baked, so this is how it is for me right now. That's a little bit of olive oil, and I kind of like taking around in there. There you go. And I have my fish over here. I have a couple pieces already. So I'm doing 2 at a time so the oil doesn't get too cold. The only drawback with electric stove, it doesn't get as hot as a regular gas stove, and that's my biggest problem. Gas stove tends to work better with frying fish, but I'm not going outside on the grill because it's too many things going on out there early in the morning. I'm closing all the doors because I can't turn all the Good morning, guys. Good morning. So I'm going to go ahead and now make my pickle in a minute. But I want to finish frying my fish first. And I have my bami over here. Anyone can see, it's over here in this pot. Good morning, guys. And this is red snapper. I have a couple pieces here. I have some already fried. And I like them kind of crisp, to be honest with you. I'm going to flip it one last time on that side, just to get the skin the way I like it. And because the fish is not 100% fresh, just coming from the sea, I tend to cook my fish nice and crispy the way we like it with the sauce. And I have another bami that I'm going to cut into 4 pieces over here, and I'm going to take those out. And I'm going to put them in the same draining container that I have for the fish on the other side. The thing about the fillet, it's a little bit more pricier, but you get more meat. And I believe that, with that said, I'm trying to get butter off my hand. I don't have to fight with the head. I love the head of the fish. I love it, but it has to be fresh. And when you're buying the fish here, you're not getting it directly from the sea, so you know how that goes already. When you could like forgive the meat, the head, if you start messing around with the head, and it just stays nasty if it's not fresh. So the forgiveness with that part is a little bit more hard. And to me, less bones too, especially early in the morning. Good morning, guys. Less bones. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take these out. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You see how that gets? So I have a drain. My calendar, my Old Faithful. I've had it for years. Umpteen years. And I have some dried pimento in there, you guys, in the oil. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I have my bami over here getting nice and crispy the way I like them and brown. That's my last flip on those. I'm trying to get, I had them soaking in milk and water. And anyone knows how that goes with bami. You have to make sure you fry them good just the same. And that's my snapper there, you guys. And I'm going to clean up my mess, so there's no need for the rest of the stuff anymore. I'm going to put my pan back in. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. I see like 3 people in there all the time. Thank you for sticking in there. I'm not sure who you are, but I have a feeling I know one of them for sure, or 2 of them. But good morning to you, love. Good morning. Alright, so I have my bami ready, but you know what? I'm not even going to put it on the same container with the fish, because I want to keep my fish separate. So, anyone wondering? Oh, she's talking about bami. What is bami? If you don't know, it's dried cassava, which is press the liquid out of it, and more like you grater it first. Sorry, you have to grater it, and then you press the liquid out of it, and drain it, and you kind of like roast it in a sense, or bake it, and it become almost like of a bread texture. It's not for everyone, but I soak mines in a little bit of milk and water, and that's what it's looking like. I have some red snapper right there. I have some fresh vegetables that I'm going to be making a pickle. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And this is the bami, and this is how I'm doing it, so it could be nice and crispy and tasty. So I put it over here in this pot by itself. I have a couple of them. I bought 4, and 4 of them cost me almost $15. $15, which in Jamaica it would have been way cheaper, but it is what it is. I didn't realize. I thought it was $5.99, but it wasn't the price when I looked at the receipt. But it was like, if you want something, I guess food, you can't really put price on it, because I'll go somewhere and pay a whole lot more money for way less, and I don't like it anyway. So I'm gonna butter this one, and I'm gonna put those to that side so they can get a little bit of the oil in it. I probably could put 2 more pieces in there with it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm trying to get my fish on the skin side to get crispy. And why I do the fish side first when I'm making fillets, because it holds the fish together. If you start on the meat side, it will fall apart. At least on my thinking. And my reason of doing it before, learning by mistakes with the fillets. It's a very nice fish. Alright, so this piece is done. And I guarantee this should be done too. So this is our snapper. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 2 more pieces of the bami in the pot, because I guess I can. So I'm going to move this around, put it right there. And that's what that's looking like. And this is the bami. I'm making a whole lot of mess here, you guys, from the oils. The thing about fish oil is you gotta wipe it up because it smells, and you have to clean up right after yourself once you're done. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. So I'm making red snapper with bami, a little bit of pickled, well, like Jamaican style pickled. I already cut the vegetables up already. I have them ready for it with pimento in it and a lot of scotch bonnet pepper. Now, some people say, who's going to eat that early in the morning? We will. With a cup of coffee, gladly. Follow that with the noise. I'm rinsing out this rag that I'm using to wipe up all that oil off the stove. Good morning, though. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. And my fish is getting there. So is my bami. So my bami is over here. Or over there, more like it. Anyone is wondering? And you want to get them golden? I can flip them a couple of times just to make sure they're not burning. Because it is butter. It will burn at times if you're not careful. But I like them looking like this. Crispy golden, but not burnt to a crisp. You know what I mean? Where you got to throw it away. This one is not ready. I think I just put that in. Let me see what this one is going on with. Okay. Nope. And I am going to drizzle a little bit more olive oil in the corners of it to get that texture that I'm looking for. So once this fish is finished, I have my pot ready here for my sauce. And it's basic sauce. It's nothing fancy, extravagant, just basic. Now, with that said, everything goes in according to how I want it to go into the jar. So my last thing is going to go on top is my bell peppers. The first thing goes in is my onions. Carrots, more like it. My carrots, then my onions, and my chocho. And I have a nice silver pot here waiting for that. So, my fish is almost done. Good morning, guys. Good morning. This piece is done, but this could take a little bit more time. It's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to take it, turn it on there. And those little black things you see in there is actually pimento. That's what they are. morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. And this is what I do to my bami. I hold it and I just do it like I'm doing bread. And I take the butter all over it. And I think I have that nice and crispy the way I want. And like I said, I'm not overcooking the fish because it's meant to be crispy and nice. It's still going to be juicy on the inside when I'm done. Alright. But I am going to turn the stove off and take this out and start my pickle, you guys. And if you guys can see, I already have my other pieces here done. I'm going to turn that over. That's a piece of pimento right there that I put into the oil. I think I could make this skin get a little bit more crispy on that side. But here we go, you guys. You see that? Nice and firm. And the fillet works out fine because you still get a couple of pieces and you don't have to fight with bones or anything. Anyone on there, double tap that screen for me. Alright, so alright, turn the stove off. But here go my problem now. I gotta put this hot oil somewhere and I cannot keep it on the stove. So I'm gonna rest it over here and somebody clean up a little bit. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me, whoever is on there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna put this on. And what I am gonna start off with is just whatever flashed in there. I think it's water, but I'm not certain. I don't want it to be oil. It could have been the fish, I don't know. And I'm gonna turn the stove on because I need it to be on. I'm not really gonna bring it to a full boil, but I do want my pimento to roast a bit. Everybody do it different. I'm gonna fill this back up while I'm at it. And you're like, what is she making? I hope you can see. I'm gonna make a pickle for my fish. I'm praying to God. I don't want that big bottle. I want to, okay, I know. I do have a small bottle. All right, so I have my berries here, pimento berries, and the stove is already hot. And by me putting them in, it's almost like giving them a little bit of toast. You start smelling them, and it smells so good. And with that said, I'm going ahead and do my salt. You put like a pinch of salt, a tablespoon or less, or a teaspoon or less, sorry. Salt. You can't do without the salt. So that's my pimento in the vinegar. And I'm going to get my carrots ready because they're the most that I have to worry about. Some people go ahead and put them in the jar before they do it. I don't. I apologize, you guys. I don't put them in the jar first. I'm trying to get you guys in. Lane, I forgot that I have the bammies over here in line. All right, so I'm not going to put them in the jar first. I'm going to go right ahead and put them in. Let me put these over here. I do not want to put those in first because those are chocho. They're going to get mushy really, really, really quick. And you guys are probably like, why is she putting so much carrot? Because I'm going to store some of this, which you could keep for months. Turn that stove off. I already have my salt in there, my pimento berries. You're going to see a little bit of chocho all over the place. My carrot. I think I have enough liquid for the jar. Good morning, good morning. And since I turned the stove off, I'm gonna lay my onions out. You could just have your clean jar already clean and ready and just stuff it and pour the stuff on. But because we're gonna go ahead and have it with our fish freshly done, I'm gonna leave it on here for a little bit. And because it's still warm, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more vinegar because I might need the liquid. And it's still warm, the stove is still warm. I add my salt, nothing else but vinegar, salt, and pimento. And it's a pickle I'm making. But the most important things is what you don't want to play with. Is right here, which is the pepper, because you can't go wrong with the pepper. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning. You can't go wrong with the pepper. I'm going to put those in. But what I am going to do, I need to put my fish that's draining right here. You guys see. So that's my fish over there. What I'm going to serve with it is some red snapper that's already fried. They're nice and crispy on the outside, and they feel thick. They're nice pieces. So that's what we're going to have with it right there. I'm washing my hands. All right. Now, since I already have that on the heat, I'm going to go ahead and add this. This is jalapeno, habanero pepper, these little funny looking ones right there, but the green ones are Scotch bonnet that I'm growing in the backyard. And those peppers have every seed in them. I did not cut the seeds out because I wanted to have spice to it. Like more like peppery, not really spice. Spicy, but peppery. When you bite into it, your lips burn. So, and I have my pimento berries here. And it smells so good. If you like the smell of vinegar and pepper and pimento, it smells good. And then I'm over here frying fish in the same time. It smells really nice. Now, with that said, I'm going to let that stay there and steep for a minute on the warm stove. You don't need the stove to boil after. Once you get it hot enough, I have my bami over here, who's wondering what I'm talking about. These are the bami. That's going to be served with it. And thank you guys for sticking in there with me. I'm not sure it's who's on there, but I guess maybe somebody's on there. I am not reading the comment. I apologize. Somebody like their flounder. I love flounder too. What's the, oh, the black thing is pimento. I'm sorry. I did not see your message. I apologize. You're probably already gone, but it's pimento. These are pimentos. Anyone wondering what the heck she has in that pot? I have onions, carrots, habanero pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, jalapeno pepper. These are like chocho, almost like a little bit of squash. There's nothing much, just for fanciness. And I'm going to jar some of this, let you guys see. But anyways, I have some bami over here, which is almost done. I'm going to do some more of it. I'm going to make a plate, let you guys see. But last but not least, my favorite is these. Everyone is not a fan of them, but I love bell peppers. So I use what I love. I'm going to eat it, right? So I could do what I want. So this is what it's looking like. This is what the pickle is looking like, guys. And that's going on top of the fish. And the fish is already over here. For who's just coming on, wondering, what is she making? Good morning to each and all that's on there. Maybe 2, 3. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for stopping by. Please double tap that screen for me. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm waiting for that bami to fry so I can make the plate, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make it now. My husband will be here in like a couple of minutes anyway, so it'll be okay. It's the type of food that don't have to be piping hot, just warm enough. and it doesn't take long. I gotta just keep the oven on like maybe 200 and then slip it in, and that's basically it. So I am gonna go ahead and my plate can fit on the stove even though it's hot. Well, I don't know, maybe today show off for me and break, but it never breaks. And I always put it on the stove, and I could keep it on there for once it's warm, and it keeps the food together. So I'm gonna show you guys. Please don't break. It might today, right? So, but it does keep it warm. I put it in the oven, so it never broke before. I don't think it will. So there we go. And I have my fish. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do. Once I have another set of bami, I'm trying to do enough for the kids to get some. They will eat this just like that. They don't even care for the fish, really. But they will eat the bami. And they're not vegetarians, but they'll eat it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Try to keep it where it doesn't slide, which is very hard. And I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm trying to keep my hand from being too greasy, I'm going to use the thumb and get my fish on here. I'm trying to keep that little crispy one for myself. It's over there. And, excuse me. And I'm hungry, you guys. I apologize. I'm gonna put a couple pieces so it's not overdone on the plate, looking idiots. But I am gonna put enough bami on there because people eat that by, you know. And I'm gonna flip these other ones while I'm at it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. And anyone wondering, like, what is she doing? I'm going to go ahead and dress this up a bit. Not too much. Just enough for you guys to see what I'm talking about. And like I said, to each his own, how much pepper or whatever you want to add to this. I am not a chef. I'm a cook. I just cook to please my family and myself. So I'm not coming on here to say, oh, I'm a chef. No, I'm a cook. I cook for my family. I cook to please my family. That's only people that I'm pleasing right now is my family. You know what I mean? I love what I do, and I do what I love. Good morning, good morning. And I'm trying to find the jalapeno pepper here. And here you go, guys. And I just put the berries to make it not look so boring, but you don't eat the berries. But there you go. And if you guys want to see, that's what the plate is looking like. Thank you guys for sticking with me, you guys. So I'm going to finish fry these plantains. Well, I'm saying plantains. I don't have any plantains. I want plantains. I have a ripe one. It's brown as hell, and I have a feeling if I cut into it, it's just going to be sugar. So I'm going to have maybe a piece of avocado to this, or more like add a piece of avocado to this, and he will love it. So for now, I'm trying to get these other pieces done. So this is what it's looking like. I'm going to give you guys a close-up. Hopefully I'll break the pot. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you didn't already double tap the camera, go ahead and double tap your screen more like it. Or if you're on the computer, you could go ahead and like it. Thank you guys. If you're on the phone, just double tap. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm over here trying to get this bami ready. And anyone knows that's the food right there. And the bami is right here. And that's my little corner of all my little black pepper and spices or whatever that I keep sometimes right there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I am in the kitchen by myself. The greedy little kiddos ain't up yet, so. But they're going to love this morning. I won't have any problem getting it finished. Trust me. All of this is not going to go to waste. It's going to go in their belly. Because they love the bami. The funny thing, I thought they wouldn't. But they love it. And that one is burning, so I'm going to take that one out. And this one out in a minute. I want the other side to, let me see. So I'm going to take that one out. That one out. And that one out. The truth is, I could take all of them out, to be honest. You see it goes right in? It's kind of dense. It's very dense. Not kind of. It's dense. So good morning. And if you're just coming on, I made red snapper and bami this morning. This is what the plate is looking like. Thank you guys for showing up. They're looking, the bammies are looking like this now, but when I put them in, they're looking like this. And what's on that? Butter. And it makes it nice and brown. If you put it in just in the oil, it will fry it, but it will suck a lot of the oil up. So I put a little olive oil, because olive oil actually burns and it gets hot faster. So it doesn't matter how you put them in, just put them in. And then I make sure that the oil that I put in is evenly distributed on that coat, bottom coat. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And that's what breakfast is looking like for us this morning. We have a red snapper. I did my pickle over here. And I have the red snapper right here. Who was wondering? I made pickle with, well, it's called Escovitch fish. I'm using red snapper for it this morning. I have some fried bami, you know, for who don't know what it is. Double tap that screen for me, you guys, or press the like button if you're on the computer. Have onions, a little carrot. I steep, you know, all the peppers, Scotch bonnet and habanero pepper as they call it. The Scotch bonnet pepper I grew myself, which I'm very proud of. So this is what our breakfast is looking like. What you guys think? Come on, double tap that screen and press the like button. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I have some more of the bami over here that's being fried. I have some here that I just fried. And over here, I have 4 nice pieces of fillets. So, to give you guys an overall perspective of what's going on here, I have my fish over there. I have my plate that I made, Escovitch sauce, as we call it, and more like it's just pickled vegetables. That's all. Ain't nothing special, but it's nice when you have the right peppers in it. I have right here my bami that's already done, and the one that's cooking right now. Thank you guys for watching. This is what I made this morning. So if you want to go in there and take a peek and skip through and see what you want to see, this is what it's looking like. So that's breakfast for us this morning, you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed